right to travel. All right, so when you got out, what did you do? When you got out, what did you do? All right, we back. Instagram, what's going on? Pop, pop, pop. Peace, peace, peace. We back. Try to get property. All right, so some things I am going to ask after, because again, this is before I send anything, family. So if you haven't sent this, I need you to pause what you've been doing and start building a rapport with the corporation that you're trying to get remedy with. All right, you need to talk to these folks. Even though they're not going to understand, you still need to build a rapport. All right, without using words like, I'm going to sue you if you don't do this. Hey, this is this if you don't do this. Remember, it's not a violation to them if we don't come forth and do it the right way, family. All right, so I'm asking questions like, who has the right to the interest? Because I got to answer for both ways. Okay, now let me ask some of y'all. Some of y'all that is informed. What would you say if they told you, well, we have a right to the security interest? What would y'all say? If I said things like, if I sent them a letter saying, I have a quick question about the security interest in the contract. First of all, I'm asking, is there a security interest? And then I'm asking, who is entitled to the security interest? No, I'm not going to ask who gave you those rights. Not yet. And if they say, well, we have a security interest. Somebody said they are not the issuer. Yes, they are the issuer. I'm not going to ask them whose name is on the account. That's more of a beginner question. I'm not the owner of the account. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not going to ask that. All right, this is what I'm asking. I'm not going to ask who's the creditor. I'm not going to ask some beginner shit like that, y'all. Okay? It's a lot of beginner shit. I'm not going to ask things like, who's the creditor? All right? No offense, but I used to ask things like that when I was a beginner. But we kind of be more, okay? We got to kind of be more concrete. All right, I'm going to say things like, if they say we have a security interest, I'm not going to say prove it. I'm going to say, well, since you have a security interest, I instruct y'all to go ahead and use the security interest to cover all debts owed. I'm going to say it again because I know that went over a lot of folks' heads. I'm not here to prove if there's a security interest. I'm not there to prove that the security interest is mine. I'm just here to prove that there is a security interest. And if they say that they have rights to it, I'm going to say, well, I instruct you to use the security interest to cover all debts owed to the principal. Facebook, wake up, Facebook. That ain't making no sense. That ain't making no sense, Facebook. What's going on? I instruct for you to use security interest to cover all debts owed. Okay. I'm not going to fight them. I know a lot of y'all been listening to my lives and you've been thinking this, we gonna beat their ass. They better give us I'm the creditor. I'm gonna sue if you and you ain't gonna do nothing. Because you're not understanding it. All the cards are in front of us, family. All we gotta do is sit down and ask them questions. Just like this. Well, who has the security interest? First, again, I'm asking, I have a couple questions about my contract about the interest. They're going to say, well, what about the interest? Then they're going to say, I'm going to ask, well, I understand that there is a security interest tied to this. I might not even ask them, is there a security interest? I'm going to go ahead and assume that there is. Why am I going to assume that there is? Because I read it in the contracts. That's why you need to read your contract so you can go to these folks already have a premeditated process for them or premeditated questions and answers for them. I'm going to say things like, well, I understand that there is a security interest, all right? I just want to know who has rights to that security interest. If they say, well, we have rights to the security interest, sir, I'm not going to waste paper action. Well, who gave you that security interest? Well, who's the creditor? Who's the borrower? You know how much time that takes? Okay, we getting to the point. We already know who the creditor is. We already know who the borrower is. We've already did the research. We already did the digging. All right, we don't got to give them a history lesson. All right, we got to come to them like, okay, we got to talk such in a way that they look like, damn, let me get this guy over to another department. Or, hey, damn, let me. Okay? So you got to understand. Okay? You have to understand. Again, if anybody don't got no remedy, shut up, please. All right? A lot of folks giving folks advice. If you haven't did it before, please, let's just shut up. Giving advice. All you need to do is do this. Shit, all you need to do is... all you got to do is... Ain't even did it. All right. Look at this. Look, I knew somebody was going to say it. I'm not even going to say the names, but somebody said, why would the lower level employees have this knowledge? If they have the knowledge, they wouldn't be working for the company. Someone has to be a worker and someone has to be a boss. Correct. But somebody somewhere, because I agree with that, somebody somewhere will be like, we all can't be bosses. You're right. Which one are you going to be? Because if everybody learns this, y'all don't think they don't have robots on standby that come and take up all the jobs. Don't y'all know they got automatic lawn services? They got automatic food delivery. Nobody's job is safe. And why would it be safe? The only reason why jobs been going on this long is because the people have been holding them up. That's it. Okay, simple. You want to be a boss or you going to be a worker? Forget all the humble shit. A lot of people say, well, everybody ain't got to be a boss. Shut up, peasant. You telling your kids that? You're teaching your kids on how to go fill out applications as a worker? Your kid going to be a peasant just like you. You're teaching your kids just to run to college, go figure out what you want to be. You're leading them into a dungeon, family. The same dungeon we all got thrown into when we was 20, 18, 19, 20. The dungeon of figure it out. Right? How many of us got thrown out there? Hey, figure it out. College, job, or you're going to have to get the fuck out of here. Right? You shouldn't be teaching none of the stuff your mom and dad taught you. It should be forbidden. All the things my mom and dad taught me about financing is forbidden when it comes to my kid. Now, the love and family bonding, yes, I'm going to take that stuff and try. But as far as the financing and business, because I understand my folks had to do what they had to do. You know, now it's on me, okay, just the fact that they did that, they sacrificed. I need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. All right. So I have to basically get informed. I have to update what I grew up on. All right. So my kids don't have to go through the same loopholes I went through. Okay. So again, I'm asking for the whole contract. I'm asking things like security. I'm asking them who has rights to it, even though I know I have highest rights because I know I'm the one that gave them security interest, but I don't have to mention that just yet. All right, because I know if I mention that, I don't want to get into back and forth. All right, so I'm just gonna say Is there a security interest? They gonna say yes. All right. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say I already know there is a security interest. Who has rights to it? They'll say them. Then I'll say, okay, well, since I'm the owner of the account, I would instruct the corporation to utilize the principal's balance or the security interest, all right, to cover all debts owed to the principal. Y'all see how I worded that? I said to cover all debts owed to the principal. Not to me. Not to me. Not to me. For everybody that's asking for my help, not to sound like an asshole, but I'm just not the guy to help in emergency moments, family. This information isn't for people that are in emergency moments, family. There's no way a desperate person can even take heed of what I'm saying. Most desperate people just want to know, what do I say? I need help, brother. I just need something to send in so I get this back, family. That's not how it works. We can send in this stuff right all day. All right, now we have to build a lawsuit if they say no. You see what I'm saying? That takes time. Time that I don't have for cheap. That makes sense. All right, so my best advice for anybody that's in an emergency position right now, go read your contracts. Nobody can help you better than your own contract. There's things in your contract that you can bring up. All right, but first you need to learn what's going on in the contract. All right, so now you can be able to articulate yourself and say, hey, I see that there's a security interest. All right, what are the steps I need to take to go ahead and exercise the security interest? Go ahead and to cover all debts owed by the owed to the principal. You got to have this articulation, family, because if not, these folks don't care about your emergency. These folks don't care about how many kids you got to feed, how many kids you got. Like, y'all, they don't care. All right. So we can't worry about those things being the reason why you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people use it. Like, I need this help because I got kids. I'm about to lose everything. And I'm like, well, my friend, if we really cared that much, if we really cared about our babies, our family, we're going to calm down and read our contract, because that's the only help that we can get for free and that's going to give us the value that we need. Because anybody else, y'all, it's going to cost, family. All right. It's very difficult helping a desperate person. Of course, people say, well, you should just be helping. Family, I got a lot of desperate folks in my DMs. All right. Folks that say things like, as soon as I get remedy, I'll pay you. Folks that say, hey, man, I'll wash your cars. I'll clean. Family, I love it, family. But me personally, when all you got to do is read, a lot of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Some of the things I've got offered from some women, some of y'all should be ashamed how low some people will go just for somebody to do something for them when they can just go read. I'd be ashamed if some of y'all was my daughter. Okay? Because ain't no way. What would you do if your son was at home, crying on the floor, on the bedroom floor, because he's hungry, and the only way to sleep with a man? What? The fuck are we talking about? Got women singing that shit. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. Go fucking read your contract. You'd rather go bust some vagina open rather than go read a contract. Yeah, man, it used to be awful. Before I had assistants, oh my God, it used to be awful. And then when I got assistants, I got like 3 assistants in my DMs. All right, they kind of rotate. All right, I used to get like naked pictures and shit. They'd be like, we got another one. We got another one. And I'm like, you had to make an announcement. Ladies, stop embarrassing yourselves. Okay? All right? But yes, yeah, family, all you got to do is read. If you love your family, go read. If you love your family, go read your contract. That's the quote of the century. If you love your family as much as you say you do, go read your contract. Okay? Go read your contract, family. Life don't get no easier than that. All right? Life don't get no ease if you really love your family. Go read your contract. Some of y'all ain't gonna go read your contract. Why? Because you don't care about your family. Okay? All right? The proof is always in the pudding. The power of this information shows if a person really cares about themselves or not. You know how many people don't have time to read? You know how many people tell me they don't have time to read this information? Forgetting who they're telling to. I'm like, you know who you talking to, right? You know I'm the guy that I just don't have time to read. I'm like, well, because my next question, okay, what do you have time for then? I gotta work. I got womp 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 womp. If you ain't got time, I don't got time. That's how I look at it. If you ain't got time, I ain't got time. If you ain't trying to invest, I definitely don't got time. All right, because if let's role reverse, right? Let's say I didn't have a penny in my name, but I knew I need this brother's information. I need this brother's time. Okay, now I know I can't afford a one-on-one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on his page and go to all the long lives, not these short-ass shorts that catches people's eyes. I'm going to the long hour lives like this, sitting down, listening, taking notes. All the lives I got that says free beans, I'm sitting down, listening, taking notes. All right, I'm going to read the information that he is saying go read because it's free. Why wouldn't I go read it? But what I'm not going to do is jump into his DM and say, I've been studying. I really need about 10 minutes every time. What the hell are we going to accomplish in 10 damn minutes? Can you tell somebody about yourself in 10 minutes? You think you can teach a class in 10 damn minutes to somebody that's desperate? And people think I be wrong. I really just need your time. People be sending me their numbers and shit. I just really need your time. Here's my number. Just need a few minutes of this time. Those messages don't get past my assistants. I tell them, don't even send me those messages. Because there's too much information out here for you to read. You don't need 10 minutes of my time. When you can get hours of my time for free on my page. Okay? Again, this is not a charity case, family. This is information for those that can be due diligent. Not for those that want to use their lows and guilt trip somebody to help them. I really need this. And you know, we're from the same kin. We the same complexion, brother. You got to help your brother. Hey, man, what? What? And like, you see what I'm saying? People use these low angles to try to get things from people when you don't got to do that. It's free information. This live is free, family. I took time out of my vacation. All right? All right? I didn't have to do anything to come here. All right? I took time to come on live. Drunk as hell. I ain't drunk no more. Okay? A lot of people say they need to see proof. My family, go read your contract. The contract is to prove. Because let me ask you a question, brother. If you don't never see proof, is that going to stop you from reading? Imagine saying, well, I ain't going to read till I see proof. Imagine that. Imagine being on a team and saying, well, I ain't going to play hard till I see proof that we can win a championship. Well, I need to see proof before I read my rights. I need to see some proof first. So I don't believe it. Shit, until I see a mansion, shit, I don't believe it. Why they don't got mansions? Where's all the supercar? Until he in the jet, I don't believe it. And then I get in the jet. Until he on a different galaxy, I don't believe it. That's how it always be. Now you say you know all your rights. If you know all your rights, you wouldn't be saying I need to seek proof, family. The proof is knowing your rights. There's no way you know all your rights, family. There's no way. Of any man that says he know everything is a man that knows nothing. All right, no man knows all the laws. I know all my rights. That sounds like a black person that's getting racially profiled by a white police officer, and the black person, you just keep saying, I know my rights, I know my rights. And then that white officer say, what rights, boy? What rights? What rights, boy? And then we get to, my rights. My rights. I know my rights. Which code, boy? Hey, girl, which code? And then they get to laughing. This nigger don't know nothing. Bag his ass up. What? Every damn time. Every time, okay? Every time. Back in the days, folks was marching. No, again, no hate. We respect all our ancestors. All right, but we got to be real. All right, folks was marching. Folks wasn't going down to the courthouse and filing claims on the damn police officer. Folks was having kumbaya moments. Marching. Even Martin Luther King said, man, I fucked up. I done led my people down and burned the damn building. And then you seen what happened to him right after that. All right, so again, brother, we don't know our rights. If you knew your rights, you will be utilizing interest to pay bills. You definitely wouldn't be saying, I need to see proof. Because how can you say, I need to see proof, but I know all my rights? Because if you know all your rights, the proof would be right there. Since you don't have proof, you don't know your rights. So you got to listen to people that do know their rights and that does have proof. But you got to go to the page and see the proof is at the top of my page in the highlight section. Remedy all the way back from 2021. Just keep hitting. You'll see all types of remedies, from folks getting cars, folks getting remedy with their credit cards, folks getting remedy with utilities, folks getting remedy with a bunch of different things. All right. But all my folks that follow me, that's always say things like proof. I'm going to let you know the man that waits for proof is the man that'll never get remedy. All right, I don't know where I seen that at. I don't even know if I seen that before, so I'm going to go ahead and clone it. All right, a man that needs to see proof is a man that will never see remedy. I do have documents, family. I can't show documents on here. Come on, family. Let's think about this. Let's do a real scenario. Let's say I put all my documents that I used on here, or that I've used, right? And let's say a beginner gets hold of those documents that doesn't know what's going on, family. Let's say that beginner tries to do something that they can't comprehend on, family. Let's say now that person is looking at prison time due to frivolous filings with the tax. You see what I'm saying? So again, if you see remedies, understand there were documents that went with those remedies, family. That's why you got to go to the classes and learn the documents. I can't teach the documents on here. Again, there is a private administrative process. It's not public. I know we're public talking right now. All right. But even a lot of folks tell me like, yo, you teaching a lot of private information that you're not supposed to be. And I understand what they're saying, because you can only say so much on here, not because it's like, oh my gosh, it's forbidden. No, because a person doesn't comprehend everything. They're going to be like, okay, go this. Okay. All right, go here. Yeah, exactly. I'm protecting the minors. I'm protecting peasants. All right, because that's what I would want somebody to do for me when I was a peasant. I wouldn't want somebody to say, hey, put that sentence in and you good. And people think that's how it is, because a lot of us come from the streets and we like, oh, all I need to do this. I bet he showed me how to do it. Shit, I'm good. Then you gotta show me one time. This is not a show me one time thing, family. It's not. This is hey man, you gotta bring your ass to class. No matter if you're 95 years old, 105 years old. All right, there's no senior VIP line of competency. Everybody starts the same age, 18 and older, and capacity to contract. That's all Congress cares, is if you're 18 or if you're 25 and older. 25 and older, somebody that's 25 and older that doesn't have a capacity contract, they consider you a minor or that you're dead. Okay, so again, y'all age, please don't tell yourself that I'm older, so I need it broken down a little bit. No, my friend, we're gonna have to knock some of those cobwebs off and get that machine running again. Our brains ain't dead. All right, but when we get to thinking, saying, I know all my rights, now we feel like we don't have anything to learn. We start to slow down. We started to say things like, well, I've seen it all, done it all. There's nothing for me to do. Then our molecules slow down. Arthritis kick in, dementia kick in. Okay, slows down. Medication starts coming in. Okay. Yeah, so you said I tend to pay miss a couple of times. All right, so what are you talking about? It's proof. Or or are you saying you don't believe that I know how to do it? Cause I might have was hearing you wrong. All right, but just to stay on track. All right, contracts, family. Go read your contracts. Go read them. A lot of you don't even have your contract. All right, so what you want to do is call the corporation. Let them know you just hit the local lottery. All right. And let them know you just came into some money. You want to pay all your accounts off and tell them to send you a payoff sheet. They're going to say, congratulations on your achievement. We're going to get that payoff sheet out to you. All right. When you get that payoff, contract. And you get the payoff sheet. Tell them you want a payoff sheet, but tell them, hey, I also need a copy of my contract. Okay. Remember that, family. All right, remember that, okay? Because I know a lot of folks are having a hard time filing their contract through emails. That's another thing, family. It's 2024 allegedly. You need to know how to be tech savvy, how to go to your emails, how to find emails. So many people go to their emails, don't even know how to use the search bar in their emails where you can type in a keyword and it goes to the exact email. People really be swifting through 30,000 emails. I can't find it. What day was it? I can't find it. And it's like, yo. And then they be like, oh, I found it. But we can find all the celebrity gossip, though. We can find out who cheating on who, though. You see what I'm saying? That's why I really don't have any sympathy for us as a whole, because I see us move daily. I see what we are interested in, and I see what the shit that we're not interested in. Every time there's a point that come up when things get hard and the things that we're supposed to be interested in is supposed to come into play, we don't know it because of things that we was interested in. Now we get the government ain't shit. Man, the public school system wasn't shit. Man, my daddy wasn't shit. Man, my mama wasn't shit. My daddy left me. Well, good. He had to get far away from you and your uninformed mama. Good. Or the woman, I'm glad she left. Okay? Good. All right? That's what your story was. Good. Everybody can't have both of their parents. Some parents died before they was even born. Not saying that's good. I'm just saying that's everybody's journey. You can't come, well, I didn't have my daddy. It's people that never had a fucking daddy. What are you talking about? I didn't have my mama. It's some people that never had a mama. What are you going to do with that information? Okay? So understand, family. We got classes available. Okay? We have classes available. All right? Go back and hear this live to understand what you need to put on your bill. But understand, that is not all you need to do. I'm just kind of giving you some beans. Okay? So you kind of understand why that's put in there, why that's going there to give you a piece to the puzzle. You need to go read your contract. All right? You need to go read your contract again. Okay, you need to make the phone calls you need to make to the corporations. All right, you need to find out which addresses you need to contact to get to the executive offices. All right, because you have questions about interest and claiming interest in the contract, and you need to speak to somebody in the executive department or customer relations. All right, so my buy and my for. Again, my buy is going to be my last name, first name, middle initial. This is how I'm going to sign the back of my bill or my contract. All right. By last name, first name, middle initial, / agent. Right under that, it's going to be for, semicolon, my all caps name, first name, last name, / principal. All right. So I got my by, semicolon, for, last name, first name, middle initial, / agent or representative. Right up at that, I'm putting for, I'm putting first name, last name in all caps, / principal. Okay? That's what we're doing. All right. Now, why am I doing that? And I'm also putting without recourse right up under that. I'm not putting no UCCs, none of that, because anybody that understands UCCs knows you're not even supposed to put the UCC code on. You're supposed to put the expression. You're supposed to put the word. You're supposed to put without recourse. You're not supposed to put the UCC 3 dash. You're not supposed to do that. All right. All right. So you got to understand. What a restrict endorsement is. Understand what a restrict endorsement is. I just restrict endorse. I just let them know who it's by, the living agent, who it's for the principal. The debt is owed to the principal. The debt is owed to the principal. You asking a question, Pt2, why don't you go ask her? Y'all act like I hold these folks' hands. Y'all, I don't hold nobody's hand, family. I don't hold nobody's hand. All right, folks are on their own path. What you thought I was gonna be? Hey. No, my friend. Sorry, I'm not that type of teacher. Okay, folks are on their own journey. Go ask her how it's going. Go ask her. No, I'm saying you said she got her case dismissed. I'm like, go ask her. I know a bunch of people that got their case dismissed. I'm saying go ask her. Yes, she is a student of mine. Yes. How many students have went to school, okay, and didn't pass the test and is still trying to pass the test, family? Come on with these dumbass questions. Yes, she's my student. Like, what does... She got a case dismissed? A lot of my students got case dismissed. A lot of my students have been able to appeal their cases, man. Like, well, what are you talking about? Hey, man, folks be thinking they, like, no, I know you're not being funny, but you're also not being intelligent. You see what I'm saying? Which is why it's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's funny. You're saying, well, is she a student of yours? Like that's supposed to, like, I'm supposed to be calling every single student that I ever had. You know how many students that all came to my class? What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. So I'm supposed to call every single student that ever took my class. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Now, it's not a distraction. This is actually a question a lot of people need to hear, because a lot of people think this. They just don't say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? But, well, I know somebody took a class and they got their case dismissed. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. I know some people that took my class and got their case dismissed in a good way. I know people that won their case. So what are we doing? Are we comparing the people that... What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? There's people that... And I don't call them a failure. They're just ones that they got their case dismissed and they are still studying. I'm sure she's still studying. Okay? I'm sure everybody that's, well, I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm sure a lot of folks that understood what they did wrong, I'm sure they're studying. All right, they may have came here, didn't get the results they wanted, but got some information. They may have went somewhere else. It added to it and got remedy. I don't know. Okay. All right. So, yes, you can use, somebody asked about a U-Haul. Yes, you can definitely use that. All right. Yeah, it's good and bad. It's good and bad, but a lot of people think everything's just good. A lot of people think I just get remedy on everything. That's not true. Okay, that's not true, family. All right, I got to battle just like everybody else. All right, do y'all think when I just send my stuff in, they just be like, okay, yeah, you got... No, family. All right, I can literally teach family. All right, I can literally teach folks exactly how I do it. All right, they're still going to have some pushback. All right, I still get pushback. All right, I still get pushback. They don't just say, hey, man, we see that you teach classes, access granted. No, family. They be like, what interest? What security interest? We've never had nobody access to transfer security. And I got to explain, family. Okay? Yeah, I beat my eviction. As you can see, plenty of people has beat their eviction using my class. All right, now there's some people that probably didn't beat eviction. You see what I'm saying? All right, there's people that literally got their titles to their cars. There's people that lost their cars. I'm just saying, it's going to be pushback. You said the whole Holly. Why did I'm saying that she got her case dismissed, and I'm sure because me and Holly already spoke about why it might get dismissed. So I'm saying we already talked about that. She understands why. You know what I'm saying? She was still in the journey. She's still in the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just because they said dismissed doesn't. Now you gotta look at why they said dismissed. Oh, they said dismissed for lack of claim. Okay, let me retract. Let me go study some more. Let me go build a proper claim. Okay, because clearly the court said I don't have a claim. All right, let me express that I do have a claim. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on. But my thing is, everybody should know that nobody should ever come in this game thinking it's just like okay, well, I'm gonna send this off and then it's guaranteed. Not one time have anybody ever said it's guaranteed. All right, it's guaranteed. I will say it's guaranteed when you build capacity. Okay, yeah, I'm sure she dismissed it because so she can adjust it. All right, I'm sure that's what she's doing. All right, all she gotta do is go refile it. Like, it's simple. Like, it's not the end of the world. If you get your case dismissed, family, go read why they dismissed it and go take another crack at it. Meaning, don't just rush back in there, but go home and study. All right, go home and study. All right, understand. Damn, why did they say that I didn't establish jurisdiction? Why did they say this was out of their jurisdiction? Oh, did I add my Federal Reserve damages to my claim at court? Oh, that's why they dismissed it, because it even says in the Federal Reserve Section 29 that these damages are supposed to be assessed with the OCC, not the courthouse. But so many people get to counting that, oh, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Oh, they owe me 34 million from the Federal Reserve. And then they add it to their damages with a court complaint. And that's not the same, family. And that's how a lot of people lose their case. And then they come to me and say, well, you said there's $1 million a day. I said, go read Section 29. It specifically tells you assessment is through the OCC if it's a national bank. And if it's a member bank, you're supposed to go to the board of directors of that bank. Yeah, I know it happened to a lot of people. That's why I try to tell folks, hey, read it. Keep reading. You got to keep reading, because the Congress is not going to tell you something and not give you instructions on how to assess it. They always do. It's always probably at the very bottom, at the end of the act. All right, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Okay, first thing they always do is in the beginning, before you read, they give you the vocabulary words, what the vocabulary words mean. Now, you got to get to reading, because they're going to tell you what type of assessment it should be, what type of nature, what kind of notice it should be. I know when I send my notice to the OCC, it's supposed to be titled Notice of Assessment. Okay, Notice of Assessment. Okay, yeah, all L's aren't losses, all L's are lessons. All right, that's why I say when people say they lost their case, no, their case just got dismissed. That don't mean they lost. If they lost, they wouldn't have a chance to appeal. Yeah, you got to change your mentality from sheep mentality to a lion mentality and really understand what's going on, family, because a lot of the sheep is trying to do wolf or lion things, okay? No, not you saying it's lost. I'm just saying a lot of people say it's lost. Like, oh, man, they lost their case. You know, I got people that would bring up like certain things. Like, I know somebody that took your class and they lost their case. And it's like, okay, who's to blame for that? Am I to blame? And they be like, well, it's your student. And I'm like, so all the students that failed, you blame the teacher. What about the students that passed? Because to blame the teacher, all students will have to fail. You see what I'm saying? To blame the teacher, meaning there has to be no success rate. And that's not the case at HCA. You know, we teach people how to read. All right, from your reading, it's going to show you if you're capable or ready to receive remedy. A lot of people kind of push that gun and they don't be ready. And then they tell themselves, man, this stuff don't work. And that's just not true. Okay? You got to keep studying. All right? One thing, we can't think to ourselves that we know everything, because I damn sure don't know everything. And I know somebody that's paying a bill with cash or income don't know a damn thing. Okay? And I don't know everything. So, you know, a person just has to understand, like, look themselves in the mirror and say, yo, I'm uninformed. I need to learn what's going on, okay, because I'm the only one that can save myself. And the first step of saving myself is reading my contracts. The first step of saving my family is reading my contracts, not going out and working and buying food, putting food on the table. That's not helping your family, y'all. I know it sounds crazy. Why do I say that's not helping your family? Because we have a right to eat. All right, there's food stamps. The reason why you can't get food stamps is because you're bringing in income and you're not claiming revenue. All your bills are already paid, meaning you don't need income. The reason why you bring in income is basically waiving your government benefits, your right to housing, your right to food stamps, your right to clothes on your back. You have a right to all the basic necessities. All right, it's not a privilege, family. I mean, people say if you don't work, you don't eat. That sounds like a peasant. That sounds like somebody that doesn't know how to create. That sounds like a slave. If you don't work, you don't eat. Damn. They don't sound like a slave deal to you? All right. That don't sound like you? All right. Yeah, it's early over here. Y'all. It's like 11 o'clock. I woke up stupid early, so my day don't start till 1. All right. So, yeah. All right. But, yeah, with that being said, y'all, make sure y'all tap in with any classes coming up. We got a child support class coming up with me and Dev Hawk. Definitely informative brother. We're supposed to be doing a live on his live as well. But if anybody that has any father, any mother that's on child support, and you want to learn how to handle child support and have it where your child is still being provided for, please tap in August 10th. Link is in the bio. Class is 100. All right, 100. Yes, if you already paid child support and you've already closed the case, you can reopen up that case and get your interest back, family. That's why you need to take this 2-day class. The class is 2 days. The class on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, you're going to meet with Dev Hawk, and he's going to go over child support, the full process. All right, on day 2, which is Sunday, you're going to spend the day with me going over contracting and exactly how to claim the unearned interest. Okay? Now, again, August 10th, family. All right, seats are limited. Y'all know how many people is on child support? They want to learn this information. They want to learn this information, how can I get off of child support where it's not holding me back, but my child can still be provided for. Okay, that's the process, family. All right, and one last thing. We got the mentorship coming up in September. Again, we're only doing 50 spots, family. All right, 30 spots has already been took. All right, we be having some legend. We had a Hall of Fame boxer in our mentorship, last mentorship. I don't drop names, nothing like that, but yeah, he'll probably see this live. But man, when I tell y'all, I used to whoop folks' ass with him on fight night. Oh my God! So to actually see him in that mentorship, it really let me know like I'm doing the right thing. Okay, I'm getting around folks that I played with on the video game when I was little. You see what I'm saying? We was able to connect due to information. They don't care how much money I got. They're not caring about mansions, Rolls Royces. They got all that. They want information. All right. So I'm looking for also to have some big names in this next mentorship as well. But forget the big names. All right. Just because your name big or small. All right. It's all about that all caps name. All right. That's the biggest name of all. All right. So again, that mentorship is $2,000, family. All right. Cry to your mama. Cry to your daddy. Okay. Again, if you signed up for the mentorship and you just signed up, your spot is not reserved. A lot of people seen that it's free to sign up and just signed up. I'm like, family, you got to pay for this, family. Mentorship isn't free, okay? So, again, first come, first serve. It is $2,000. We're going to meet the full month of September, all right? 3 times a week, 3 hours a day, all right? 3 times a week, 3 hours a day. First week, we're going over the fundamentals. Second week, we're going over endorsing the bill. All right, bill of exchange, things like that, creating our foundation. Third week, we're going over courts. All right, we're going over court. How to file a discrimination lawsuit. How to file a breach of contract lawsuit. Okay, so again, you're getting all that for $2,000. It's not cheap. And I don't think that's high at all. Some people got mentorships for 3 days and they charge $5,000. Not talking about anything like that, but you're gonna learn how to collect interest. You're gonna learn how to never have to work again. Okay, and I would definitely advise anybody that takes that September mentorship, go ahead and clear your September out. All right, most people that grabs my mentorship, they already go ahead and take the month off. They go ahead and sacrifice. They go ahead and get their bread, their cheese, and they meat, making ham cheese sandwiches for the month. All right, because they understand that they got to go into survival mode. Not survival mode, but I should say they got to go into sacrifice mode. Like me, and I ain't doing nothing this month. I'm just locking in, because when I come out of this, I'm gonna have abundance. All right, I'm gonna have an abundance. All right, I got folks that's in my mentorship. We don't even go over food stamps, but I be having folks in my mentorship getting food stamps just off the information. Okay, literally. All right, but yeah, of course, you would definitely want to study before you quit. But I got folks that quit their jobs to study. I'm a wolf. I quit everything I was doing and started studying. That was just me, because I knew I wouldn't turn around. It was no, oh, my job. Most people that hold on to their job, they don't really leave because they feel like, I just can't leave. This all I got. I'm studying, but I just, you know what I'm saying? So that sacrifice is never really made. It's like having one foot in, one foot out. You got to go all in. So I would say grab this mentorship. Save up as much money as you can before the mentorship, just for that month. So now you can kind of learn your information. You can go get you a food stamp card. All right, you can start getting your contract. Because remember, a month, family, every 30 days a new bill come, right? So imagine you learn this for a month, right? Okay, and then not that next month coming, but that following month, you start reaching out to your corporation because you have an understanding on how you're about to transfer your interests so you don't have to use income. All right, that's what I'm here for, y'all. I'm here to show you how to use interest instead of income. That's it. In 5 seconds to explain who I am or what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how to use interest instead of income. All right, and if that's too much out of your thinking space, go back to work. All right, well, with that being said, y'all, peace, love. Y'all be safe. Make sure y'all read them contracts. Make sure y'all be due diligent. And make sure you're not being stupid, family. All right, peace and love.